Hello. Just got out of my appointment with my surgeon. It was just a checkup since my last appointment with him about a month ago. He had recommended consul fiber. Stuff is pretty nasty. I was doing really well taking it in the evening like he wanted before bed. And then I went on a little weekend trip for my birthday, and then I haven't in the last week and a half taken it. But I can tell that it seems like things might be getting better on their own, just with time. It's fine during the day. It's at night that I have the issue where I have to have an accident, or I have to wear Depends because I might have an accident. And in the last week and a half, I haven't had an accident. This week I actually had two, but they were related to gas. It was really gassy during the day, and I think just at night it was just still, and I take Gas X, and he had said there's not a whole lot, anything over the counter I can take. We are gonna try, he said I can try different stuff. He does recommend the consul, but I can try anything basically over the counter to see if it helps. We're gonna try a prescription that he said it is a capsule, but I think he said it's still kind of nasty. But we're gonna give it a try because he said some people have talked about it really helps, but you do have to space it out between any medicine you take because it binds to the medicine, something like that. So we'll see. But yeah, for the most part, I told him I might have to sit on the toilet for a little bit if I feel like I'm not fully emptied, but I'm not straining like I was. I'm not pulling a muscle. It's doing better. We're just gonna do a pouchoscopy at the end of the year. I think they have it on their calendar end of November to give me a call, and then we'll schedule it. And then, yeah, basically before I started having the issues with the stricture, basically we're just gonna check it every year or every other year, something like that, just to make sure that everything's looking okay. He was like, he was gonna try to spare me, but I did ask, like, what happens if I feel like I've got the stricture again, because it doesn't really go away. But he did say that usually 6 weeks after the surgery, it's as good as it's gonna get, and that he might have done it too well since I'm having accidents at night. But he did feel, and he said that it felt really good. Like, it felt really open and it wasn't tight, whereas before he said he could not get a finger in there. Overall, I feel great with how things are going. So fingers crossed, stay positive and see if there's something that I can figure out that will help at least thicken the output so it's not super liquidy. I possibly don't have these issues in the evening, but anyways, it all went well, and today is World IBD Day, and I'm making IBD visible shirt. World IBD Day is, I believe it's always on May 19th. Doesn't matter what day, I think it's always May 19th. So happy World IBD Day. And I am going to share, I partnered with Wave Health, and they have this app which is so helpful, and it's just such a helpful tool for anyone with a chronic illness. And I partnered with them on using this app. It actually really helps track my bowel movements, so I can see if I'm increasing bowel movements, how I'm sleeping. It gives you reports. It's really neat. I will show you how to use the app later in this video, and that way you can check it out. All right, I'm back home after my appointment. I ran some errands and I'm exhausted, y'all. I waited a little too long to eat, and now I just feel super shaky even though I've eaten. But anyways, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the Wave Health app that I mentioned earlier. So I partnered with Wave Health to help empower patients facing IBD to take control and know that they're not alone in this journey. Their campaign that IBD is real is important to me because it just shows that patients can kind of take control of their health when you feel like things are way out of control. It's really easy. It's free. You just download the app in the App Store, and it just asks a couple of questions to get your profile started. I'll show you here in a little bit when I set it up, and then you can customize all kinds of things. I'll show you also what I've customized. I added bowel movements because I just wanted to keep track to make sure that I'm not increasing a lot. I need to tell my doctor, but you can customize it to whatever works best for you. I mean, there's even mental health besides physical health trackers that you can use. Let me show you my video. The app is free to download. Once you create an account and enter your name, it will have you select your primary condition. You can scroll through the list of conditions, or you can simply type in the blank field and it will generate any matches. You can also add a custom condition if yours does not appear. And if you have any secondary conditions, just know that you can add those later. The next step is asking how you are feeling, and this ranges from all the way up to great and all the way down to horrible. The next section will ask you to select your current mood by picking a face from the options. 2 of the default symptom trackers are anxiety and fatigue. So it will ask you to put what level of anxiety and fatigue you're experiencing. And the last step is to agree to the terms and create your login information, and then you are set to go. This is what the app looks like once your account is set up. You can add symptoms, you can add trackers, and you can even list medications you're taking and have it remind you of when to take your medications at certain times. There's a calendar that will show everything you log each day, and there are charts and reports that you can access. If you click on the plus, it will access the quick log section, and this holds a handful of trackers that you can access quickly. I customized my symptom section to include gas and heartburn, as those are some additional symptoms I experience with my ulcerative colitis and J-pouch. However, you can add several symptoms that you can track. You can even create a customized symptom if you don't see one listed in the categories. For my tracker section, I added bowel movements as I keep track in case there is an increase in my average that I have with my J-pouch right now, and that way I can inform my doctor. Same as the symptoms trackers, there are several different trackers that you can add to this section. It all just depends on what you are wanting to track in this app. So that's it. It's pretty easy to get all set up. It's free, like I said, but if you're interested in those Wave Pro health reports, you can use the code FAMILY and you will get 6 months of free pro reports. So that's kind of exciting. This app is just such a useful tool. It's very helpful if you have brain fog like I do and you have to write things down to talk to your doctor. This is just really helpful. Back in the day when I still had my colon, I used a food journal to track things, and boy, do I wish this app was around back then. I use it all the time, as well as like tracking medication that I take. It's kind of nice. You can have a reminder go off and all of that good stuff. So I've been using it regularly since I partnered with Wave Health, and I really love this. It's good for anyone with a chronic illness. Like you saw, there's just so many different things that you can use it for. So if you're interested, check it out. And yeah, I hope it helps you as much as it's helping me. So I'm gonna wrap this video up because I am tired. So I think I'm gonna lay down and maybe read and hang out with the cats. Sorry if this video is a little shaky. I'm shaky. Hopefully everything keeps continuing to go well, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.